billion-dollar empire built on precision, luxury, and an obsession with perfection, how did Rolex go from a small watch company to the most wanted timepiece in the world? In an era when watches were just simple tools to tell time, one man had a vision: to create a watch so precise, so durable, and so iconic that it would redefine success itself. But here's the shocking part. Rolex didn't just become famous overnight. It faced intense competition, wartime struggles, and even doubts about whether people would ever pay a fortune for a wristwatch. So, how did Rolex turn a timekeeping device into the ultimate symbol of status, wealth, and power? How did it convince billionaires, world leaders, and Hollywood stars that owning a Rolex wasn't just about telling time? It was about telling the world who you are. Let's uncover the secrets behind Rolex's unstoppable rise and the genius strategies that made it the world's most wanted watch. Early beginnings, the birth of Rolex. Hans Wilsdorf, the visionary behind Rolex, was no stranger to hardship. Born in 1881 in Kulmbach, Germany, Wilsdorf lost both of his parents by the time he was 12, leaving him orphaned at a young age. Sent to a strict boarding school, he learned discipline and resilience early on. Unlike many who might have been discouraged by such a difficult start, Wilsdorf developed a sharp mind and a relentless drive for success. His fascination with precision and craftsmanship led him to work at a Swiss watch export company in his early years, where he gained deep knowledge about the watch industry. At that time, pocket watches dominated the market, and wristwatches were often dismissed as unreliable and fragile. But Wilsdorf saw something others didn't: an opportunity to revolutionize timekeeping. Determined to bring his vision to life, Wilsdorf moved to London and, in 1905, founded Wilsdorf and Davis with his brother-in-law, Alfred Davis. Their business focused on importing high-quality Swiss watch movements and casing them in fine materials. But Wilsdorf wasn't just selling watches. He was on a mission to change the way people viewed wristwatches. He believed they could be as accurate as pocket watches while offering a level of convenience and elegance that no other timepiece could match. However, convincing the world of this idea wouldn't be easy. The market was skeptical, and many questioned whether a small wristwatch could ever achieve the precision and durability of a traditional pocket watch. But Wilsdorf was relentless. He wanted to create a timepiece that could stand the test of time, both in function and in prestige. In 1908, Wilsdorf took a bold step and registered the name Rolex. Unlike traditional brand names, Rolex was short, easy to pronounce in multiple languages, and perfectly suited to fit on the dial of a watch. It was a name that would soon become synonymous with luxury, precision, and status. But the journey was just beginning. Wilsdorf knew that if Rolex was to dominate the industry, he needed to innovate beyond just branding. His mission was clear: to create a watch so exceptional that it would redefine the very meaning of timekeeping. What came next was a series of groundbreaking innovations that would forever change the world of luxury watches. The innovation of the Oyster. One of the major turning points in the Rolex story was the development of the Oyster in 1926. Wilsdorf understood that a watch needed to be both reliable and durable. At that time, most wristwatches were not water-resistant, meaning they could be easily damaged by moisture or dust. So, Wilsdorf set out to change that. Rolex introduced the Oyster, the world's first waterproof wristwatch. It featured a hermetically sealed case with a screw-down crown and caseback. The Oyster was an instant success, but it wasn't just about functionality. It was the beginning of Rolex's commitment to innovation that would set them apart from their competitors. How do you prove to the world that your watch is truly waterproof? You put it to the ultimate test. In 1927, Rolex did exactly that when British swimmer Mercedes Gleitzer attempted to swim across the freezing waters of the English Channel. Strapped to her wrist was the Rolex Oyster, facing relentless waves and hours of exposure to the elements. Many doubted whether the watch would survive, but when Gleitzer finally emerged from the water, the Oyster was still ticking perfectly. This wasn't just a victory for Rolex, it was a bold statement to the world. The test proved that Rolex had created something truly revolutionary, a wristwatch that could withstand not just everyday wear, but extreme conditions. This moment cemented Rolex's reputation for durability, precision, and cutting-edge innovation, setting the stage for the brand's future dominance in the luxury watch industry. The crown of precision. As Rolex continued to innovate, another breakthrough came in the form of the Perpetual movement, introduced in 1931. This self-winding movement was a huge step forward, as it allowed the watch to be powered by the movement of the wearer's wrist. This innovation eliminated the need for manual winding and ensured that the Rolex would continue ticking as long as it was being worn. Rolex's commitment to quality didn't stop there. In the 1950s, the company introduced several iconic models that would become staples in the watch industry. The Rolex Submariner, launched in 1953, was designed for divers and became the world's first truly waterproof watch, capable of withstanding depths of up to 100 meters. Then came the Rolex Day-Date, introduced in 1956, the first watch to display both the date and the day of the week spelled out in full. It was a true masterpiece that added a new level of sophistication to Rolex's lineup, and soon it became a favorite among world leaders and influential figures, cementing Rolex's reputation as the watch of choice for the elite. The branding genius of Rolex. Now that we've explored the history and innovations behind Rolex, it's time to look at how the brand became the most desired watch in the world. One of the most critical factors in Rolex's success is its unmatched ability to build a brand that resonates with power, wealth, and success. Rolex's branding strategy is built on a few key pillars: exclusivity, precision, and luxury. Rolex watches are not just timepieces, they are symbols of success. This sense of exclusivity is enhanced by the limited availability of Rolex watches, especially with models like the Rolex Daytona or the Rolex GMT Master 2, which often have waiting lists that can span years. But Rolex isn't just about scarcity, it's about consistency. The brand has maintained a consistent identity over the years, emphasizing craftsmanship, durability, and precision. This commitment to quality and exclusivity has made Rolex not just a watch brand, but a cultural icon. Rolex's sponsorship of high-profile events, such as Wimbledon, Formula One, and the Oscars, has further solidified its place as a luxury brand for the elite. By associating itself with prestigious events and athletes, Rolex has ensured that its image remains synonymous with excellence and sophistication. Rolex in popular culture. It's no secret that Rolex watches are often worn by celebrities, athletes, and high-profile individuals. This association with the wealthy and famous has only added to the mystique surrounding the brand. But Rolex is more than just a watch. It's a symbol of success and status. Imagine paying a whopping $17.8 million for a watch. That's the kind of legacy Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona left behind. Worn by the legendary actor for years, this particular watch became one of the most coveted pieces in the world of luxury timepieces. After Newman's passing, the Rolex Daytona's value skyrocketed, and when it was sold at auction in 2017, it shattered records. At an astonishing $17.8 million, this sale didn't just mark a high price. It cemented the Rolex Daytona as one of the most iconic, sought-after watches on the planet. That's the kind of power a Rolex can hold, turning a simple timepiece into a priceless symbol of status and history. Rolex's influence in popular culture goes far beyond just being a favorite among celebrities. It has become a powerful symbol of sophistication and luxury in the world of film as well. Take the iconic James Bond series, for example. In several of the early 007 movies, James Bond himself wore a Rolex, solidifying the brand's connection to power, elegance, and timeless style. The image of Bond wearing a Rolex in action-packed scenes only enhanced the watch's status as a symbol of success, further deepening its association with both high-end glamour and bold, unstoppable strength. From the big screen to real life, Rolex has carved out its place as a true cultural icon. Rolex's continued innovation and the future. So, Where does Rolex go from here? Despite its already legendary status, the company continues to innovate. Rolex watches are known for their timeless design, but the brand has made strides in improving materials, durability, and technology. Rolex has also made efforts to be more environmentally conscious, using sustainable materials and reducing the carbon footprint of its production processes. This forward-thinking approach ensures that Rolex remains at the forefront of the luxury watch industry, catering to the next generation of consumers who are increasingly aware of environmental and ethical concerns. As we look to the future, it's clear that Rolex will continue to dominate the watch industry, maintaining its position as the world's most desired and respected timepiece. Whether through innovation, exclusivity, or timeless craftsmanship, Rolex's commitment to excellence is what ensures its place at the top. Outro. So, there you have it. The amazing story of how Rolex went from a small, ambitious company in 1905 to becoming the world's most wanted and respected watch brand. From their dedication to quality and innovation to the strategic branding that set them apart, Rolex has shown us all that with hard work, vision, and consistency, you can turn a dream into a global icon. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think any brand could ever challenge Rolex's reign as the ultimate symbol of luxury? Or do you believe they've truly earned their spot at the very top? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more business success stories.